So suppose we want to divide 5x cubed plus 6x plus 8, the polynomial 5x cubed plus 6x plus 8, divided by x plus 2. The first thing we want to notice that this has the form x minus c, where it's linear and we just have a coefficient of 1 on the x and we have a number attached there, added or subtracted. So once we have that form, we can do what's called synthetic division. And synthetic division, the first thing is we write the coefficients of the dividend. So I have 5 on the x cubed. I go down 1 power to x squared. There's nothing on the x squared. There's no x squared. So we write a 0 because there's nothing there as a placeholder. Then we go to x. We have a 6 there. Then we have a constant 8. So that's the beginning of synthetic division. And then what do? Well, we take the opposite number because it's x minus c. We take the opposite number of what's attached to the x. So since we have x plus 2, we're going to use a negative 2 here. So that's our setup for synthetic division. That's our setup. So now what do? Well, we draw a line underneath. And the first thing we do is we drop that first number. So we drop 5 here. We just drop it down. And then we take the product of negative 2 times 5. Negative 2 times 5 gives me negative 10. And I write that in that space there. So negative 2 times 5 gives me negative 10. And then I add these two. So we're adding in synthetic division as opposed to subtracting. So I add these two. 0 plus minus 10 is minus 10. Then I go negative 2 times negative 10. Negative 2 times negative 10. Negative 2 times negative 10 is 20. I put 20 here. Then I add these two. That gives me 26. So we add 6 plus 20 is 26. Then I go negative 2 times 26. Negative 2 times 26 is negative 52. And then I add 8 and 52. 8 plus 52, 8 plus minus 52 is minus 44. And so we've done our synthetic division. And this is our answer. What does this translate as? Well, first thing, this is the remainder. So in our division, that last number is going to be the remainder. So we have a remainder of negative 44. And this is the quotient. This quotient reads as 5, 1 less power than what we had in our dividend. So it's going to be 5x squared minus 10x, we drop powers, plus 26. So this, 5x squared minus 10x plus 26, is the quotient. And we're finished our division. So 5x cubed plus 6x plus 8 divided by x plus 2 gives me 5x squared minus 10x plus 26 with negative 44 as a remainder. Let's summarize this. So we could see that 5x cubed plus 6x plus 8 is equal to the quotient, 5x squared minus 10x plus 26, times the divisor of x plus 2, plus your remainder, which is negative 44 in this case. Now you could try doing this division the old way, with polynomial long division, and see that you get this as the quotient and this is the remainder. Now, the reason we learn synthetic division is we want to see if we have a factor of this polynomial. Because if x plus 2 were a factor of the polynomial, we would not have a remainder.